Your helicopter can take you from the roof to any destination of your choice.
She blew it. She ever did.
G'day, boss.
You good?
Oh,
That car is the bitch!
anyone else notice how GTA seems to be an arse with the playlists? Never puts things in the right order. No matter how many times I try and make it so. Right, let's just do this one more time on the regular Streamlist. Search to the Sunset goes first, followed by That Halloween, followed by Oak Race Parkour, followed by Trick or Treat, followed by Jetson Terminal ZP, Stunt Halloween, F1, Haunted Trails, Assault Exclusive, Halloween, The Long Boots, Back Out, Save, playlist uploaded, go to take a look. Everything's just messed up again. Why even bother with a semblance of order? Oh well. We're ready to begin anyway. So let's just back out so we can get the intro done. Let's done, sing off. Hello everyone. I might act annoyed, but it's minor, really. But anyway, hello there, and welcome to all. We are on a GTA 5 doing more races. You join me on top of a hill as the sun rises. Oh, we need to go away from the call. Anyway, let us begin with the spooky list. Yeah, some of these, well, pretty much all of them, they're not in order. So some of the things are just, well, put it this way, the order I wanted them was all the Halloween stuff spaced out. Instead, that's not going to happen. This one isn't one of the Halloween ones, it is just something from the popular list of the last month or so. Well, I thought it looked cool or I'm based on it, so I thought I'd bring it here. Restricted to just the Sultan. We have a black that takes us onto a dirt track, and then back onto this stunt race part. This will be fun. Keep wandering out here. Probably isn't the best idea. So this is the track. It's Well, you're welcome if you can see that. It's just easy enough to drive along it. And then onto the stop truck again. And we're back to dirt. Yeah, so there's a few tight corners that have been created. So it's definitely a good race for that, if not a little technical. That's tight one there. Gonna probably catch people out if there's plenty of people on the race. And this is the second main dirt path. Let's get back to the reservoir. Keep going to drink that. That almost is a lap. So one more to go. If there's plenty of people out there, I could definitely see it as being good fun race. To have a bit of chaos on. Especially this bit here, you don't keep hunting others around and all that. And you have them go flying. And also this dirt path, people jostle, there's not a barrier all the way around. Someone's going to end up down that. Oh, bit too much trying to overcompensate. Yeah, you'll notice me being a bit more throaty today, can't help it. Something has got caught there and just does not want to go. And now even drink seems to be getting rid of it, so I was just gonna bear with that for however long it lasts. Now you'll have seen me maybe doing the setting up the Streamlist. So we'll be starting soon section, and that's because I was preloading Watch Dogs Legion, which I've only just gone around to. That will be the highlight of this week. Definitely excited for these. It would be good to do some exploring around virtual London. And you'll get to see me doing so, because I'll be streaming that on Thursday. Anyway, what's the second race going to be? Give that one a like, even though it's popular enough, so it sounds good. And again, I'm pretty sure these things get popular just due to the fact that YouTubers and stuff play them once they've created them. Or streamers stream them and invite people on to play them. Here's one of the Halloween ones. Rating of 40%. If we look on the map then yeah, this is a bit awkward. And as you could there, clearly the colored sites. Now, obviously I know why it's got this such a low rating. I've already played it. And you will see exactly that as soon as we round this corner. There it is, there's the tube up to higher ground. Will it work? Of course it doesn't. Trick or treat. This is mostly just tricks. Oh, come on. But that's not the worst of it. So we navigate that, go around this loop, which actually is easy enough. Line ourselves, well, get hammered by the stop sticks first, and then line ourselves up to this bit. Or not. Can't really blame the creator for that. That's just on me. But yeah, we might not come across here. Oh look, it's a choice of paths. But a checkpoint clearly indicates you should go on this path. Because obviously it's now in the middle where the intersection begins. So when you come around here, everything seems fine until that. So how do we deal with this? Well, you have to slime yourself up it using the curb. Can you see why people might have rated this low? It seems as though it's created just as a prank or joke between friends. I do actually like this bit though, the fact that they want you to brake, because most people don't brake and slow down in these races, hence why stop sticks are a thing. I have never used stop sticks unless it's absolutely vital to. And then a second lap. And this ain't the most terrible of them, although the very valid one is a bit more fun. Actually, it's quite a lot more fun. But you'll see it when we get to it. Cross ourselves and cross ourselves up this tube. Be careful this time when navigating this. And then go around this. I also kind of admit that they have called it Halloween and they have got the colours right, but you most associate Halloween with orange and black, which, yeah, they have at least managed with the orange. So yeah, if that, well, let's just reverse. If that checkpoint was in the right place, and you could take this second path, it does seem a bit easier, as it allows you to take more speed into this bit. And obviously there's that. Again. I'm pretty sure you cannot take that speed. It just will not allow you to take it at speed. I do have to give it a good rating though, because despite the issues, it is a fun track. And being Halloween based, I kind of expect a few tricks, shall we say, to be played. Now I know that's being lenient, but I'm pretty lenient, I'd say, with tracks. As long as it's not incompletable or anything, uncompletable, or just in general bad, then why should you give it a like? Okay, third one. Is this gonna be ours or something else? Yeah, you can see we're doing 11 races instead of the usual 10. Only 2 of the races are mine this time, because obviously we've stacked a load of Halloween tracks in, well, 5 Halloween tracks in here. Ah, it is one of mine. Circuit of the Sunset. The race that, if you have been watching me over on the arcade channel, I have been teasing over the past 2 weeks by always starting the stream during the creation of it. And here in this Streamlist, you will see the finished result. So let's get on with it. Quite a tight hairpin first up, followed by this crest, this has been brought in a bit too well I originally had it, but that's just for crop related reasons. Because I was running near to the limit, so I had to bring it in a bit. And now we are breezed above the base level, I'd say. Now this, yeah, that there is a bit invisible. I should really have played different colour there, and I probably will when I come to re-edit it. That's a wrap. 3 more to go. It's a simple raid, easily completable, a bit too much space, obviously, in some places. I do like this bit though. This bit is a kind of near to what you'd expect of a racetrack. Yeah, you don't have too much speed on that bit, otherwise you'll just go flying into the outside part of it. If I could get that bit sorted, I do think it would be a great chicane. I've probably put quite a bit of work into this one, especially since I'd left my swaps by the fan of the Xbox, had it saved, 2 hours of work on it, so the game just decided to turn itself off because the Xbox was going a bit hot. 2 hours of work gone. And in those 2 hours I had done quite a bit of this, so this little bit here was going to be different. It wasn't going to be as tight a turn as it is, so obviously that crest jump wouldn't exist, or wouldn't have existed. But I couldn't exactly remember how I done it. I decided maybe want to do a change, just so that the beginning wasn't fully flat. And so, yeah, this is the result right here. Yeah, at times I do think I really need to learn a bit more about the right height of which to put these stump crops, because sometimes they can be a bit of a pain when it comes to gauging distances and stuff. I have set this as well so you can use open wheel cars, so that's fun. And it does work with the open wheel cars as well. I've tested it, and while I have crashed, I have, well, while I was crossing, it was at least completable. With someone else's skilled hands oil, they'd be able to do it more competently than I could. Very possibly. Alright, is this the one I was on about? Map? Yeah. We're just going down to one lap. You will see why of it. Use the T-gun again. I really love this thing. So Halloween based, except for the fact that Halloween is just because it's raining and dark. But the main attraction of the race is it's mostly in tubes. And those tubes are a complete mess. I don't know if it was tactfully done or what, but well, we'll see. There's really some of these are just downright weird with the turns and twists. And some of those twists can be pretty near invisible. There's some sections near to the end that you have to take pretty accurately. You have to path them pretty accurately, otherwise you just can't do them. Well, you might miss a checkpoint to eliminate. And obviously, because it's raining, you got the added issue of that rain affecting your grip within these tubes. It's really something to be ashamed because, well, look at the amount of holes in them. That's a, well, yes, there's holes and you can get wet. But instead of really affecting like this much, as though I'm on a flat surface. But yeah, there's maybe I'm also putting a bit too much power down. That's definitely a known problem with me. One of the reasons why I can't really do real drive cars very well. I'll just try and put all the power into one, and because rear-wheel drive, well, they just spin with one wheel. Yeah, this is the problems of that. You have to path this pretty accurately. Or you could try and tease it. I've obviously never tried that, but what you do is slow yourself down and then drop onto here, and then checkpoint got. Even if we never end up going to, then we lost a few more seconds because of that. But then if you can't get that accurately, you're going to lose out and press the seconds anyway. And I have lost quite a few seconds on that before. I have probably lost about a minute to it to one of my tests. Well, one of the laps of my tests, because originally I'd have it set at default 2. And that's why it's always a good idea to test things before you do them for the stream, so that you know you can complete them. Or maybe you want the fun of not being able to complete them, or seeing if you can. But if that's the case, I recommend you do not put stuff in playlists, because otherwise you're going to have to deal with the fact that you are now going to have to fiddle with that playlist to remove what you've already completed. Third time lucky? Yeah, third time lucky. There's also that crossover bit there, so if more than one lap was available, and you had plenty of people on here, there'd be a big crash around the area, depending on what happened, depending on how many people got through. All of that tube mayhem. Right, number 5. Halloween. This well, it's an interesting transform race. It's definitely the most Halloween based of the races in this list. And yet, anyone who's sensitive to bright classes might want to look away, because this map has thunder engaged, thunder and lightning engaged. Definitely brings an atmosphere to a race, I'll give it that. So yeah, as I said, colour of ground, well, orange and black for Halloween. That's here in all the stunt drops. Although I think it's more of a yellow and black, because I don't think, well, maybe it is orange, I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell in the dark. And yeah, even though this is a completely enclosed tube, the rain still gets in somehow. Don't ask me. So eagle-eyed viewers might have seen where this race is going. When I just took a quick look at that map at the beginning. And for anyone else, you might not know, you're about to see in a bit. Because here is the walking transfer into a hearse. And we are in to a graveyard that is on fire. Because that's what Halloween is recognised for, and it's spooky graveyards on fire. And hearses. Transporting this time into a more solid vehicle, and we are under the map. So at times it will go to C, and then because this is the vehicle that I think it is, we need to transform it into the summer green car. Which is something I've completely forgotten about when I tested it, because I just completely didn't recognise that it was able to do so. I didn't recognise the car. And we speed our way up to death. We speed our way to death. Not meant to go speed boosting up to the finish. Nice and short, nice and cinematic. And probably one of the best Halloween maps I've found. Aside from that Haunted Mountain one that I did on the last Streamlist. That was good. Just unfortunately Yissy Sport doesn't like stunt races and big jumps. Even the customization I did to improve it massively never really did anything for it. You can see the results of that on the last The Arcade stream I did. Anyway, yeah, this is Icarus Parkour. And you might be wondering, why include another parkour race? This is not parkour. This is just daft. So you see immediately we have a drop. Just go for a nice bike ride, and look. No consequence whatsoever. We can just glide our way into a checkpoint. And then this tube leads up here, and you would think, oh, here's where the parkour really gets started. But no. You just drop down to here, drop down to here, come over here, drop down to here, fail to leave staying on a building. My fault, obviously. and then navigate through here. And then another drop. This one not as bad. Well, not as big, I should say, because the other one wasn't bad. And then we have the bumpy gum road. Oh, and that is the finish. Absolutely little parkour involved at all. So why was it called parkour? Just for the beginner that you can skip entirely? Ah, no idea. Still gets a like from me though, because it's only where you get cycle bike races. It's just being it's just lying about while it's about. But that's also another popular race because obviously someone's played it and on stream or something invited a load of people and they've passed it on to their friends, and that's how it gets going really. Popular people show enough races, that then goes along the chain as others show off their friends and that. Anyway, this is the second of the races. We'll put it on to GTA players 1 to 3. How many bugs have happened since the last update? Because I'm pretty sure this was set tomorrow. Yeah, fine. So yeah, this was one of the earlier ones that I created. Well, yeah, I think it was before the stunt update. Well, it aimed to take the race across the entirety of the beach across the west coast. Utterly not counting perfect. But sometimes it's best not to have a race based entirely on the beats. This is going to take a bit of speed to get right. Because, yeah, as you can see, I did not plan that one out at all. Only at certain points is that possible. So you really have to time it. But that's probably the hardest part of the entire race. So who's really complaining? I'll say the hardest part was 2 more parts when I was dependent on the time. That come up later on. Now this completely awkward part, but easily navigable. And onto the beats we get. And mostly, yeah, it's just some set pieces, followed by just fun driving on the beats. Just long stretches of emptiness. Right, that much goes on, followed by a few set pieces that mostly involve a tide. Obviously this doesn't go all the way to Palito because I was running out of checkpoints. So it just goes as far as, I think, the swamplands, the military base. Yeah, because you go through the swamplands, sort of, and then around where the military base is. So yeah, we'll end pretty much near the swamplands, then the military base. If there was quite a few people involved in this, I could see it as being a bit much, because obviously depending on how skilled you are at navigating these set pieces, you're probably never going to see another person throughout the rest of the race. Anyway, yeah, this is another part that's tied to the tide. Although a bit easier than another one, although at times the tide can come right up to this bit here. I don't know what I was doing with that, like trying to compensate something, maybe? About the difficulty of something. It's also best to keep speed low until you get to this point here. But even then you still want the speed to be low because otherwise you'll just go shooting off and not going to get that checkpoint. Bit of rock climber. And jumping. Yeah, so at times the tide can come in right up to these rocks and the race pretty much grounds near enough to a halt when that happens. So do a bit of a wall guide. Navigate this. Oh. Yeah, so this here is the... No, I don't think this is a swampland. Wait, I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's swampland because that's a military base just over there. Oh, but yeah. Yes. No, it's not ending up. It's going a bit farther than the military base in the swamp. It is going as far as the creek. I can't near enough where Mount Siligath is. Again, a stretch of emptiness. Oh, there are a few bumps to navigate. Yeah, yeah, because that would be a bit too much to navigate. And there aren't really, well, kind of the speech where, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Nice finishing move. We'll give ourselves a life, why not? Right? Atlantic Trails. On to 3 again. I don't think it was 1 to 3. Maybe it was? Yeah, so this I was considering on including, but how many times do you see tractor racing? Oh yeah, it would be just 3, 1, 2, yeah. Oh yeah, how many times do you see tractor racing? Barely anyone uses tractors or slow vehicles, except as maybe joke type of races. Like I remember that one windmill race where you could use your tractor and Fazio and all those other utility vehicles. But it was pretty much just an oval race around some windmills. There you are likely to see it get used, but for anything else, it's very unlikely. So despite the fact that there's not really any correlation to Halloween, I just kept it in the playlist. But it's fun little tractor race, even if it is short. Yeah, I do think we will be ending this, well, Streamlist will end within the next 15 minutes, because after this there's only 3 races left, and sorry, no. We haven't done the 2 open wheel races yet. And those are 10 laps each. About a minute to 2 minutes, depending on how good I am. So yeah, I'll probably continue until 11:30. But after, rather than swapping to a game, I will go into the creator just to, well, so you may putting together a simpler transform race. That's what you're meant to do if the tractor gets... No, it doesn't want to really work. That's the hardest part of the entire race, and it's near the end. Hardest part near the end, it's acceptable. Especially since it also levels the ground out a bit, so that those behind could catch up, depending on how much speed they've managed to keep as they carry on through the race. God damn. Here's one of the F1. Open the races up and... Why have you got the lap sellers 1? Seriously? 10 is a minimum for these things. Really? Right, custom. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a second one. No, I'll stick to the PR4. There's very little difference in stats anyway, and at least that one we have customised. Anyway, this open wheel race, suitably titled F1, is the first of the two wheels I'm featuring here. So yeah, there's a bit of verticality here, which is always good for a track. Well, elevation changes are usually hot term. Elevation changes are good for tracks to have. It makes them just that tiny bit less boring. And also means you're not racing on Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks, or even Super Mario Kart tracks, or any track from the old 80s and 90s games. That's definitely one thing the advancement of technology has done for games. Especially racing games, in that you have this verticality now, and it's only going to get better because, well, we can accurately get details down right and all that. Well, I've already been able to do that since the year 360 generation, or even, and even before then. But making the worlds feel this alive, or even as alive as Red Dead Redemption 2, possibly even Watch Dogs later will get to it, or beyond. Yeah, we're only going to see that get better, I should imagine. And in terms of racing, well, there's little you can really do for that in terms of design. yeah, there's still ways to go, like realistic physics. You could put stuff there in terms of using power. You've got more advanced AI. I know Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport deals with stuff like that. Yeah, it's actually not that bad, but obviously all the AI seem to do is try to stick to the racing line as much as possible, even with those advanced sensibilities. So it can be a bit iffy when they're trying to overtake, and all they seem to want to do is crash into the side of you because they want to get to the driving line. They just do not seem to recognise you as an entity and just bash straight into you. Right, we're on a one-stop strategy, so we will swap our tyre, well, go into the pit after lap 5. How is it from a first person perspective anyway? Oh yeah, top really is good from first person perspective. And obviously, I think the character's still wearing these glasses over the hood. Helmet. Underneath the helmet. He's still wearing these glasses underneath the helmet. That's what I meant to say. So, there's probably green tint. I don't know whether there is or not. It looks like there is, but then that could just be at a certain point or whatever. Anyway, enough of first person. Now that I mind it, of course, because it does help with these races at times, especially F1 type races. Oh yeah, we definitely need to go into the pit run. Thankfully it is lap 5. Or at least I think it was lap 5. Oh, we're pitting anyway, and hopefully we do no more damage. Yeah, we've got to slow down to make these turns now, because without that front end we just have no downforce to do to make any turns at speed. Into the pits we go then. Oh, they've actually made it so you pull in and... Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that was like 5 that just don't use the front end again, like that really matters. Where do you want the race? But yeah, we don't really want to be pitting that No, it's not. Right, where is that troublesome corner? Elevators in the building, yeah. That's the only problem I see with this track then, is the fact that some of it is cutting through buildings, which you kind of want to avoid. And if you can't help it, then I guess you can't really help it. But it would have been nice if it wasn't an obstacle, if buildings weren't obstacles. Again, I get what they wanted happening, because creating a race out at sea ain't very interesting. You've got nothing to look at, and no scenery around, unless you was to put some basic shapes around. But why would you do that when you've got a proper map full of buildings to create around? I accelerated it too early there. Right. Oh, I've done it again on different. Why is that there? That was a prop as well. Going to hit strategy. Just as long as it isn't a 3-lap strategy, I'm fine with that. I don't think I'll be able to handle having to go into pits every single lap from now on, because that would just be awful, even if it only takes off a few seconds more. It kind of shows I'm incompetent at racing open wheel cars. Well, yeah, I guess I am, but I would want to show off that so that to the world. If I don't want to do F1 for specifically that reason, then again, I suppose this is my compromise, doing open wheel races on GTA. At least on GTA, I'm not losing out to 21 other races. And at least these aren't massively technical like proper F1 races are. But yeah, that would just be a nightmare. I haven't even been on F1 2020 in ages now, a couple of weeks at least. I keep needing to go back to it to finish off that first, finish off the season that I was going through on covering at least. Because if I can get through at least one career, then, well, 1 year of a career, I'll have had my fill of it. because I've raced an old track. And at least had the experience of doing a full season in an F1 calendar on a game, which I haven't really done before with 13. I think I abandoned that pretty quickly, even though at times I would return just to do the race. But yeah, it was quite bad back then. I'm better now, obviously, but it's still a bit of work, and well, I prefer just exploring and stuff like that, proper open worlds, to sticking with the tracks. Not that I don't mind track racing on occasion, like a lot of Motorsport 7 and Motorsport 5. I've done a lot of Motorsport 4. I definitely did quite a bit of Motorsport 4. Forza that is. Forza Motorsport 4 was the first game I got on the Xbox 360. That was a blast. Obviously the first few years I got the Xbox One, it wasn't fully played, I don't think. Like, I got Horizon. Forza Horizon, that did get played quite a bit. There was Sonic Adventure, Tony Hawk's, but mostly I still stuck with Nintendo and the handheld. Straight into the second F1 open wheel racing. Again, just 10 laps. And again, the PR4. This is like one of those races from the 90s, but that's exactly what it's trying to replicate. Just a nice, simple race. Around the docks. With a thin track that creates all points. Mostly 90-degree turns. And only really 2 points in which you can use DRS. I mean curves. That being these 2 long sprints at the start end and halfway mark. Unless you really wanted to risk it. But why would you want to do that? I mean, really, why would you want to do that? You might lose a front end again. The front spoiler, I think it's called. If you aren't too careful. And obviously the more boost you have for the sprints, the faster you'll go on them. Yeah. That wasn't good. Only a quarter of the way through and wanted crashing into the side of things. Not exactly what you want. Right, boost. I suppose another way to effectively use boost is to use it as an accelerator. So you can quickly get back up to speed after a turn. Ah, hey Kraken. How you doing? Ooh, devil. You missed quite a few spooky races. Most of which just involved it being night time. Although there is one left of those, and they have at least done something a bit creative. And then once I've done that race, I'm going into creating, creating a small transform race. Oh yes, we have got a bit of a bad fruit, so I'm doing my best with commentary. Yeah, this out of 2 F1 tracks, I do prefer this one, but yeah, the other one had elevation changes and that, but in terms of more track feel, I think this one gets the points. It might be tight, but that's precisely why it's so fair. But then again, being so tight, maybe you get an overtake on the straight sections, and maybe you get an overtake at some other point as well. If you could speed on through the corner, but that was quite a lot of trust in your vehicle to be able to handle it at speed, and who knows that it wouldn't go crashing off to the side because you mishandled it a bit wrong. Right, last lap. And obviously we're not going to get to the point where our tyres burst. Unlike when I tested it, I think while on a arcade screen, well, I decided just for fun never to pit, and that was 15 laps. And I think I tried to complete the rest of the race and failed without those tyres. Right, 10 mile away, last race. Being a bit slow again. Maybe. No, here we go. Right, just one lap then. Using. Do we have to use sports? No. Super. That way we can use a T-gun. which should do better than the Easy Sport. So yeah, here we are at Trick or Treat. No Death Stranding. I don't know. I don't even know. Is it on Xbox? Because I wouldn't be able to play it if it wasn't on. Yes, I've done Animal Crossing before. That was a about an hour of Animal Crossing, where I was just showing off my town. Because I was getting annoyed at Super Mario Sunshine, so I decided, nope, this is it. I am not going to. See, I can't do PC either. But yeah, I played Animal Crossing for an hour after getting mad at Super Mario Sunshine, so I do intend to do one more stream, maybe, because Super Mario Sunshine I'm doing again on the 31st. I don't think it'll take an entire 3 hours to beat, so I might be back on Animal Crossing again for the Halloween festivities. Yeah, spooky. I do wonder how long it took the person who made this map to create all these pumpkins around. Because they are expertly done. Oh, psychedelic tunnel. Right, this bit is what causes PC problems. T-Gun is able to do no problem at all, but then it's just I fail to react accordingly. Let's just I didn't mean to get out. Let's do what I did with the deceiving. Let's just cheese it. It'll take a bit of work to manage to get the vehicle up here. But once it is, we can just climb out. Oh there. And then once again, you need to climb out. So we can get this one. And then we can just complete the race. Easy enough. So yeah, that one grade is a bit of a problem to any kind of vehicle it seems. Because it does seem as though that building has some kind of sticky angle on it. Oh, didn't break hard enough. And there's a bit of fire. Right, transform race. I had a bit of an idea for one, so I think that's what we'll do. I'll just test things out. Because that's also one thing when I do some races, don't ever see the light of day, I'll just give them a test within the creator to see how I'd be able to do stuff and incorporate that into a proper race. The thing I am thinking of involves a bike and a steep bar part. So let's get into it. Online creator. Right. Race is a second, and stunt race, and transform race. That, right. Placement. Trigger location there, body camera. Where do we want the body camera then? Ah, yeah, of course. Like that. And checkpoint number 1. What we want is custom vehicle, players on foot, and then small grid. We'll put up to 60 players of 10x4 and then swap. I don't think it liked that. I don't think it knows how to do a camera swap to on person. That's fun. Completely defies what that one thing we were trying to do. Phone. Under my switch? No. Somewhere still. Nowhere here. Where has it got to? Of course. I was sat on it. It ain't ever gonna load, is it? We're buggered up. We should maybe... No, because then they'd want us to... Right. So it's creator, I did it. Although we can back into it again. We just can't do that one thing I was hoping to try. Unless we glitch our camera in there somehow, but that's gonna be pretty much impossible, I think. And even if I did try it, the chances that the chances that we're gonna be able to do it are unlikely. Yeah, we're loading in to GTA Line again. Absolutely lovely. Oh, go on. What about you? 717 Instagram photos. Yeesh. And again, I can't really complain. So why not? Can't really do you if you were someone on a cabin crew. I'd never really see you if we got together. So why not? You no from me. Oh, we're going in yet. Lovely. I can stop what I was doing and get back to the creator. And yes, I am going to try what I tried before, but this time I'm not going to swap in. Creator, why are you bringing us over here? This is definitely not where we want it to be, fortunately. We can just walk our way to where we do. Right, instead of being on a foot, we will instead make it so that we're on a bike. Oh, is that just going to break it as well? Open wheels, personal players, boats, search planes, helicopters, trucks, vans, utility, industrial service, police, military, cycles. Thank you. Right then, why are we in first person? And why are we now in a car? This is... Okay, race detail, we'll make this easier on ourselves. Default class, cycles. Race creator needs to be motorbike. Yeah, otherwise it's a bit difficult to really navigate. Anyway, now that we're in here, let's try this again. Add custom vehicle. Players on foot. Small grid. Yeah, see, now it wants to just... We have no control. And if we swap out... You can't do it no matter what. You can't go no further than that. Like, there's white glitter way inside. I really doubt Kai to be able to do so. I don't think we have enough space anyway. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. Nothing can really be done about it. Also, we do not seem to be able to place it at all. We've buggered it while trying to go inside, pretty much. Base default, we want motorcycles just so we can try this again without messing things up. Activate place creator placement set points. Yeah, we just have no ability to place one, even with a small grid. So we're gonna have to swap out. Alright, so maximum of 16. That seems a good place as any. If we can. We can't. Come on, I don't want to have to use any props. No. We'll start on parade fashion. Then like this. Can't even do that. Ah, there we go. 3x11. That'll work. See, I have once before placed a checkpoint inside Club, but unfortunately, you didn't actually have to go inside it to be able to get it, you just had to touch the door. So, yeah, that was a bit awkward. Anyway, excellent. No, I don't like, why would I want it to be running race to begin with? Default motorbikes. There. And then checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, and 3 there. And 4 there, 5. That was 6 here, just so we have a bit of what do you call it? Technicality. That would be a good enough phrase. Right, where was we taking this anyway? Over there somewhere. So eventually we want to swap to a chopper or a jet. But we can't really do that unless we get some height. No, it doesn't matter about the height. Keep it as motorbikes. No, you don't keep it as motorbikes. You swap it to supercars. And we'll use a T-gun. And then that allows racers to speed along. Now we can't do anything. Or can we? No, then I'll just slide it down. So along here, where specifically were we after though? Where specifically were we after? I think we're going too far, are we? Looking for... no, that's it. Or is it? No. There is another dirt path. The only dirt path is that one. So that means I was leaving on. Well, that dirt path only has that there, and we've used that before for the rooftop rumble. I guess it was. Yeah, like, you got that opening there which does invite a motorbike to use it. And then get on top of. No idea. What I do know the mansion of, let's just say, good times. Okay, so what we want to do is price them, delete everything. We now know where we need to be. That'll be interesting. Problem is, what? Yeah, bikes can't use it. But what we can do is put bikes here, I should think. So lobby camera there. Let's be difficult with that trigger if we can. There. That's gonna be tremendously difficult. Right, 16 but cause see that's just lengthening it, and while that's small enough, no, it's just not gonna be a thing. Neither is this. However, No, that's just gas station. I thought it was a fast food takeaway or something. No. Right. Place it there then. We can still have people going in and out. Why not? 1, 2. Is that too near to checkpoints? Yeah, too close to another checkpoint. I don't think that. Yeah, well, that's big. There. 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure I've widened the distance between them. Alright, 5. 6. If you wonder where the transform comes in, it will be in a bit. 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10. It will transform at there. So transform, add new transform. Players on foot, okay. Transform. Oh, be difficult then. Oh dear. That's again a problem with creating times. If you want to get a bit technical with it, you can't. 15. 6, 14. But then what we do is we have it here. We'll need to place some signs to tell people where to go, clearly. And then just have them drop there. And then they can choose their own path as they come across here. And then we transform back to our lobby vehicle here. What we want to do is just place transform there. And then a transform, no, a checkpoint. Actually, yeah, make that circle one, just so people don't overshoot. Oh, goddamn trees again. And then transform back to our foot there. We'll give people the choice as they come over here. And then again, give them a choice as they come over zone here. And then here. Oh, that was a tiny little bit there. Yeah, brilliant. And then across to here, up here. It's going to be difficult to get, isn't it? Going across here. And what ends the race? There. Let's just give that a test. I did say only a small one after all. This NPC wondering what a bicycle was doing on the road. Crazy. Okay. That went a bit bad. Open sesame. Oh, go on then. Let's just mess the game alone, why not? We're getting a Series S controller in 2 weeks anyway. So yeah, what we do to get that one up there is come across here, up to here, climb onto here, and then climb onto the roof here, and then run across here, up onto the roof here, and then come down to there. We'll be falling anyway. Oh. Okay, it's still Sellers Laps. I'll have to call and fix that then. Just do a bit of swimming as we come across to this set point. There, moment of truth. That wasn't meant to happen. That transform activated a bit too soon. Seriously? Yeah. So that being on the groove, we need to have the skill enough and the speed enough to be able to get onto it. So something like kind of that. Except we failed. Or no, that doesn't work. It's definitely no, because the tree's in the way there. I'm pretty sure that this should work. Right? Does it not work? Oh, no. You got no speed. Like, maybe someone could realistically make that work, but the effort required would be a bit too much, I think. So let's just... Oh no, that's triggered, not tech points. I'll edit this one there and just place it there. I will insert and just place one there. And that way people know exactly to follow the road. Alright, what I'll do now, rest details, we want it set at night. Okay, we'll give out another test. What's top? Phone, you can't bring up the phone. So you can't see exactly what the time is. Although I suspect it's around 8 in game at the present time. So yeah, present time being 8. Let's just see if a certain thing has happened. See, the transformation there, I don't mind. It's the other one, really. Because I don't want anyone transforming into a boy while still inside this place. Anyway, up we go, the natural thing again. Across to here. We haven't fallen over this time. Up here where we can see. But no party is in progress. Kind of unfortunate, but at the same time it is fortunate. See, that definitely works better than trying to get into the room. What we have is something that I often like to do in free room, whether that be in story mode online or even in director mode. Just run along here. In movement type way. And just admire all the people and what they're doing in their back gardens. because it's always fun to see what people are doing in their back gardens. And it's not like it's private ground. After all, everyone seems to have access to this place. And maybe that's just us. And again, because I don't think the game to get away with that in real life, you know, just climbing the fence to someone's backyard. Even if it was no fences, it'd be a bit of a weird thing to do. And we're almost done. I don't even think we'll have to climb up there to get it. No. Ah. See, this sort of thing is exactly why I would like to be able to edit the path of recognition, the recognition point for checkpoints. Because sometimes I just want to do stuff and the game says otherwise. Like, if it was up to me, I'd have a point of recognition as just this tiny bit of sand bit in the pool, so you have to climb in it to finish the race. Just like the trouble with that checkpoint down there, when you transform into the bike, wouldn't be any trouble at all, because I could just set the point of recognition as being this part of the grass here. Maybe in the next GTA. Anyway, like I said, we need to place an arrow. So, placement props, we don't need any view. Signs. Actually, stunt choose, stunt aim choose, stunt big neon arrows. Big neon arrows. Purple. Black and purple goes well together, I find. Anyway, rotation type. There. And so we need advanced options and overall position so that we can place this. Oh, don't stop that camera. Yeah, it pretty much works, and it doesn't allow anyone to gain advantage or distract anyone, and it says exactly where you need to go going. But just in case they need to be a picture drawn of where they need to go after. Nah. If I saw that checkpoint pointing that it was to there, they assumed they had to run through there, and it was probably somewhere here. So that arrow does tell them, yes, they have to get up onto the roof. That's the only thing that is needed to say otherwise. Now go back to the checkpoint so we can edit that and pull it further from the path. About there. Maybe that way transforms to activate on the path or the grass, rather than while still within the boundaries of the place. Also, we can edit that transform to bring it inside rather than out, and that way the transform should happen when they're near enough in front of the gate rather than having just got that set point. Alright, we still need a name. And a description and a photo. Let's deal with a photo first, I think. Unfortunately, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous, because we'll never fill in inside there. Not what I want to do anyway. Because what I instead want to include is all of this path here, starting with this building right here. So half of God's sake. There, down. Oh yeah, there's gonna have to do. So yeah, play it down a bit, half of it. Well, most, almost more, just done over a third of it is taken up by that building in front of us. So now we have that photo, title, backyard run, I guess. Oh, hang on. Yeah, backyard climb. Backyard climb. Description. Head off into the Vinyl Hills. We don't really need to bother with the description too much now, so... Say hello to everyone as you invade on their personal space for a race. There, that's sorted. Everything's sorted there. All we have to do now is test and publish. And we need to sort out the vehicles, because at the minute motorbikes are the default, and currently every single thing can be selected. This is going to be a bit of trouble for, well, not everything around here, but if we specifically want it to be bikes, then okay, the transform is still activating a bit far from that game. Oh yeah, but it seems to be only working half the time to go sprint. There's the arrow performing its job perfectly, especially as the checkpoint arrow is pointing over that way. So climb up here. Those who don't ever know how of the fact that you can climb up there will probably see from those who do exactly what they're meant to be doing. Now, this is going to be, yeah, terrible. So the way we went now, the longest of the routes would obviously be going around here, jumping across these rocks and hitting that there. Transform is still activated. It's fine. Or cleaning up in our own time, but yeah, fine. Ah, okay, I knew there was a part where you could get onto the roof. But it's still easier to do it there. Oh. And yeah, the way we took last time was longer than just coming around here. I do wonder if the NPCs will spawn when we actually do it for real rather than just in the creator. I know it's probably risky to do that because twits of TOS and the fact that naked bodies would be seen. Well, we shouldn't have to worry about that too much if we're running straight past with no care in the world. Right. Oh no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah, this is the problem with doing the race here. Use an AI stick as close to underneath buildings as possible, but I keep forgetting that. So yeah, race, small, simple, doesn't take much time at all, and well, yeah, there's quite a bit of running involved, but it's not all running, so everything's will be fine. I don't think, unless we drag it far out, we'll be able to, so about there. That should now allow the transform to happen outside of the gate. Anyway, race details, we need to come down here to select all available vehicles. So we don't want any Blazers being selected, we don't want any 30Us being selected. We'll allow everything else. Although I don't think 30Us come under bikes, do they? Well, the 30U might will get rid of the rat bike as well. Okay, so the 30U Sport comes into bikes. So where is the original 30U? It's just not there. The Blazer, the other Blazer doesn't appear to be there either. Oh well, we'll just need to now set. Oh. Of course, we've got to have it as Los Santos Rock. Ambient pedestrians on. Custom vehicles restricted. There. So now we test one more time. And that's the race complete. And then we'll run it again using another bike. Oh, that will be the end of the screen. Oh, see, you need to be able to brake cars there, otherwise it's just go careening into buses. Bit difficult, obviously. So yeah, I think it might only just be 6 in game, you know. This might explain why there's no party going on. Oh well. We'll go for the swimming group again. Wow. Be running through water route. And now in the statement of truth, do transform. Excellent. You don't transform inside there anymore. Right. There we go. Transform, stay on our feet. No, we can't stay on our feet. Too much speed. And we've fallen over again. Lovely. Into another pool. Across here. Jump downstairs, it's easier than trying to climb on. Well, walk down on, I should say. See, you go grab that there, but then usually I stick to this part here. Where you're less likely to fall. Right. Come on, up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. So unfortunate. I can't climb up there. Doing the race. Oh well. Right, the publicist. It's now available. Lovely. We exit. I'm gonna exit straight into online, which means there's gonna be either a mess of a lobby or a nice peaceful one. We will see. Or I'm most likely spawning into the most chaotic place. No, wait. What? Oh yeah, the last race was a Halloween race that was by the casino. We're spawning into the most chaotic place on the map then. I'm not hearing any explosions yet. As usually you sometimes can hear explosions while it's loading in. Yep. Here we go. Right then, quickly. Planes up, lights up, stunt races. Backyard club. First one on there. Lovely. Loading in. Quick point, night, Los Santos World, excellent. Oh yeah, it's transform, can't do GTA race. Can't do GTA mode. Enabling weapons and stuff. Oh well. It is what it is. Right, no. You want to get with a racing suit. Burger, that's it. You don't have any custom bikes. Vader it is. Maybe it could do with an arrow times go to the left as well. Like some people might not have a map active, I guess. So I might not know where to go. And usually the checkpoints are meant to point you in the right direction. Or maybe you could just pull it. I don't know. Yeah, so great clearing that this time. That gate's automatically removed for us now. Lovely. Don't have to worry about that then. But moment of truth. Is there a party in the... Oh yeah, I can pull my phone up now, can't I? What, it's 9 o'clock? Doesn't look 9 o'clock. I think I hear music. Well, if I could hear music, there's still no one around to enjoy it. Again, unfortunate. Because the idea of invading people's private property space, invading their privacy, is kind of non-existent if there's no one around to invade it. Begin with. Now the invaders a bit slower than we could, I see. So yeah, that's exactly why I put the checkpoint there instead of keeping it on the roof as well. Because all bikes have different speeds and weights and... it'd be a bit unfair if some could do it and some couldn't. And I'm not spending all day testing out every single bike to see which could do it, especially with my inconsistent ability to complete certain sections of a race over and over again with the same line. Right, jump downstairs, have a walk. Right, what I'll do is I'll see, will the checkpoint be activated by staying up here? No. Except if we fall down, it obviously will. May as well just jump across, easier than trying to run it. And checkpoints over there. Got it. Come on, sprint those legs. And across the finish line. Right then. That ends the stream. Give myself a like, why not? So Thursday, I will be playing Watch Dogs Legion, and hopefully my voice is recovered. Because I kind of want to be talking a bit about... Well, I got to down in London on the 2 times I went. Obviously I can't explore those areas, but I can still talk about those experiences. And I'll talk about those experiences while exploring London, as it is presented in Watch Dogs Legion. But of course, before that, you have to do the prologue mission. Yeah, that's it, prologue mission. So, yeah. And then obviously Saturday, Super Mario Sunshine, of which depending on how long it takes, we'll jump on over to Animal Crossing to join in with the festivities there.
G'day.
But for now, that is all. So
Why would you ever live where there's no ocean?
I will say a goodbye to all. See you around.